Changes to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Georgia's offense will get first crack at it today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So Arkansas's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And that's why it's so important to get to your guys quickly. It's just a simple hitch route. Because the quarterback didn't hesitate, put it on him right away, he had space to work after he made the catch. Was able to make a defender miss and set up a nice play for the offense.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. Turning it on! And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Dropping back, it's Gardner. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out.
Look, as an offense, we're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Platt. He won't get there, and it'll bring up fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. The Dogs headed quickly to the line.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does.
Breaks into the open. Running to Green. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Line getting set on second down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. They're working that left side. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Tempo in overdrive.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Behind the chains now on second and long. Gives it on the option. Turns it on in midfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Dogs are flying down the field. Finds his man. It's Wyatt. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Quarterback trying. The middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Back to throw. It's Stockton. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that field goal is going to tie us up here in the first quarter.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But
wide open spaces. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Razorbacks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. And it's caught! Touchdown, Razorbacks!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Georgia going up tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Quick tempo here for the offense.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Grab behind the line. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Grabbed in the middle. It's Humphries. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. The field goal is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense.
Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Using his legs, it's Hunt. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the ball. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
Now they're going to throw it. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. Fires toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Razorbacks will punt it away on fourth down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Offense in a bunch formation. On third down, he drops to throw. Punts it out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Send that offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. On the ground, it's Hunt. Spins away from the defense. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Gardner. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Shifting play, playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Pollock, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
To the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Scanning the field, it's Gardner.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a gap, it's Hunt. Sweet cut there. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's going to run it. There he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Completion to the right. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quick strike complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off-play action on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that one's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll run the option. The pitch. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll ride the hot hand. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quick spin on the run. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Grabs it in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Third down coming after the incompletion. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Looking left. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a...
Breaks into the open. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Razorbacks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Razorbacks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. Catch in the middle, it's Clapp. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Wants to throw on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab. It's Brown. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Makes his man miss. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He's got an open man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass, it's Gardner. Got his man quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, a short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They'll go to the ground. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Georgia going up tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, fine. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And the Dogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Trapped in the backfield. It's left. Oh, he's got some space. And into the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself and gets in for the score.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Gardner. Oh, they're after him. It's caught. Lots of running room. Inside the 30. He's at the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They're going to run it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. The quick out. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Rides the back on the option to give. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. There he goes. And they're able to make the tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He might want another play. Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Using the quick game. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. To the air. It's Stockton. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Oh, the head coach has to be losing his mind after all of these penalties. Now it's 1st and 30. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up to the completion.
Wants to throw again. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going for a big play downfield. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Georgia sends out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They march to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. The give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Pressure coming. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Looking for a man. It's Gardner. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On the set. Come on, set. The inside handoff. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The give to the back. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Okay. Lining up to convert third down. Here we go. To throw, it's Stockton. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. Finds a little space. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the read plays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They'll run for it on third and short. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Poe. all the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Drills him with the stiff arm. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful. It absolutely cannot turn it over.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
The Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Snagged in the middle, it's Humphries. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Just drives it between the uprights. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 6 over Florida State. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. You always hear about guys in practice who run to the end zone no matter what. That's what's happening here. They go to the end zone, there are flags on the field, and this one's coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Rides the back and leaves it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Reads it, fires complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Dogs have this offense rolling. Quarterback on the keeper. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
To the air, it's Stockton. Bringing the heat. Tight end finds a soft spot. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
A first down run in the red zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
He'll pull it down and run. Nice move there. That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that